Bullying and suicide are one of the largest epidemics that are hitting school-age children. And not just school-age children, also just adults as well, into college years and beyond. What bullying is. Bullying is unwanted aggressive behavior along with involved real or perceived power imbalance and repeated behavior over a significant amount of time. In 2019, School Crime Supplement of the National Crime Victimization Survey had indicated that nationwide that 22% of students ages 12 through 18 experience bullying. Also in 2019, a higher percentage of female students, more than male students ages 12 through 18, reported being bullied in school during the school year. More so 25% of females and 19% of males. However, the difference between them are significant. Whereas female students reported being the subject of rumors, also being called names, insulted, and also being purposely outcasted from activities. Whereas with male students, they are more likely to be bullying with physical violence. Also in comparison, as another statistic, is that bullying has a significant percentage of students reported being bullied at school during the year 2019 were higher for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students, compared to only about 16 to 19% of 9th, 10th, and 12th graders. So in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, 20 to 28% of students reported being bullied compared to being in high school. Now also, suicide is a lot of times correlated with bullying, but there's no exact direct link from specific research that directly connects them, but they do influence each other. Now, suicide is just death caused by injuring oneself with the intent to die. A suicide attempt is when someone harms themselves with an intent to end their life, but they do not die as a result of the action. Now also, please watch your vocabulary. Please do not say committed suicide. They're not committing a crime. So there's an alarming trend in this period to shape a rise of suicide among Black youth ages 10 to 24. In this group, a lot of times Black adolescents, the American Psychological Association has reported that the alarming trend this period shapes a rise of suicide among Black youth ages 10 to 24. In this particular group, the suicide rate increased from 8.2% in 2018 to about 36.6% in 2021. So adolescent Black girls compared to other demographics had the highest increase of suicide attempts. Also, 22% of high school students reported having seriously considered suicide in the past year, where the highest is among females 30%, also American Indians, and also Alaskan Natives at 27%, and students that are part of the LGBTQ community has skyrocketing 45% reported by the CD in 2023. Also, there's another statistic that shows that from 2011 to 2020, the popular suicide death involving firearms has increased as well, with about 40% to 51% of Black males makes an attempt, and white adolescents make an attempt by firearms, where females are more likely to do it by asphyxiation done by a myriad of methods compared to other demographics. So what does all this say? That both are serious risks to our young adolescents and our developing students. So how does the bullying point to suicide? Again, there's no direct link. 15 to 25% reports of bullying suicides is reported each year. However, it's hard to pinpoint which happened first. Was it also with mental illness that can also take a contributing factor? There's no direct link to saying that bullying influenced suicide or vice versa. However, there are many instances of bullycide also go unreported and simply reported as just regular cases of suicide. Also, students, because they have the same type of symptoms, where in bullying and in suicide, students can feel helpless, and also the same thing, withdrawal, depression, or anxiety that's influenced by both cases. Now, it'll be a great time to introduce Marcia, who will show you some suicide and bullying prevention.
Today, we're tackling two crucial topics: bullying and suicide prevention. First up, bullying. There are different types of bullying, and it's important to recognize each one. 1. Verbal bullying. Saying or writing mean things. Teasing, name-calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, threatening to cause harm. Most verbal bullying happens in the school hallways or during a transition periods. School staff must be vigilant to keep all students safe. 2. Social bullying. Hurting someone's reputation or relationships. Leaving someone out on purpose. Telling others not to be friends with someone. Spreading rumors. Embarrassing someone in public. 3. Physical bullying. Hurting someone's body or possessions. Hitting, kicking or pinching, spitting, tripping or pushing, taking or breaking things, making mean hand gestures. Male students are more likely than female students to experience physical bullying. 4. Cyberbullying. Bullying through digital devices. Sending, posting, or sharing negative content. Sharing personal information to embarrass or humiliate occurs on social media, text messaging, email, online forums, and gaming communities. With the rise of the use of digital devices for school, students are experiencing more attacks of cyberbullying by social media and school email. Teacher and parents need to keep a close monitoring of student digital devices. Who's at risk? Bullying can happen anywhere to anyone, but certain groups might be more vulnerable. LGBTQ+ youth, youth with disabilities, English language learners, socially isolated youth. What are the warning signs? Look out for changes in behavior, such as unexplainable injuries, lost or destroyed belongings, frequent headaches or stomach aches, changes in eating or sleeping habits, declining grades, sudden loss of friends, feelings of helplessness or decreased self-esteem, self-destructive behaviors. Preventing bullying involves everyone. Parents, school staff, and caring adults. Here's how you can help. 1. Explain what bullying is and how to stand up to it safely. 2. Keep communication open. Listen and know their problems or issues. Know their friends. Ask about school and understand their concerns. 3. Encourage kids to do what they love. 4. Model kindness and respect. Now, let's talk about a critical issue. Suicide prevention. Recognizing the warning signs can save lives. Talking about or making plans for suicide. Expressing hopelessness, showing severe emotional pain. Withdrawal from social connections. Changes in sleep patterns. Uncharacteristic anger or hostility. Increased agitation or irritability. What can we do to prevent suicide? Start the conversation and provide support. Understand the issues around suicide and mental health. Offer immediate counseling or resources. Reduce access to means of self-harm. Follow up with loved ones. Local crisis centers are invaluable for offering support at critical times and connecting individuals to services. Remember, by being aware and taking action, we can make a huge difference in preventing bullying and suicide. Let's work together to create a safer, kinder world.
Now, as we all know, from all the facts we laid out in this video, that bullying and suicide are ravaging youth today, and it's all about prevention. So one of the ways you can bring it are some of the resources I have down below, but here's what we can do. Nationwide, you can also have text connect to 741-741. This is the crisis text line. Also for suicide, you can contact the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline by texting 988. There's a Stop Bullying Now hotline located in the U.S. Also, there's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. There's also the Suicide National Hotline that's available in English and in Spanish. Now, for the state of Alabama, Alabama has the Alabama Crisis System of Care. So the Alabama Public Health and the Alabama Department of Mental Health have a plan that is for helping with these situations for Alabama. Again, 988 is a part of the Alabama Crisis System of Care. There'll be links down below to how to get in touch with both agencies and services that are located throughout Alabama to help deal with suicide and bully prevention. Also, there's a stopbullying.org that has plenty of resources about how to prevent bullying, how to talk about bullying, and also looking at the signs of bullying. Now at school, if you are in a school setting, the best people to contact will be your parent, teacher, or counselor that's at the school, and at church, possibly the youth pastor, and also the church can reach out to local counseling professional services to help in those instances as well. Don't forget, at home, you can also call the national hotlines, or for your state, if they have a state should have a crisis system of care for suicide and bullying preventions. No one should feel that they are undervalued and that their voice does not matter. Together, you and I can help prevent bullying and suicide for wreaking havoc on any family or community. Thank you.